Y'all better have your Sunday's best on because it's time for business.
Gotta do this. Come on.
Round one. Fight.
All right, first round. What's going to happen? Deftly shuts out the jumping. Throws him down. Okay, takes them all the way to the corner. Blocks the low heavy. Goes with the projectile to pressure the opponent. Checks him with the projectile. Well-timed corner switch. Nice solid counter. Taking stock. Gets the jump in. Player one chases them down. Intercepts. Slick anti-air finish. Player one takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Fireball from very long range. What's next here? Player one had an impressive round while managing their drive gauge. They'll want to carry that momentum into the next round. Teleport! They gotta make sure not to splurge with that drive gauge and leave themselves vulnerable. They break things off to take a quick breather. Player two creates a good corner opportunity. Throws them to start the corner pressure. Player two holding on to that corner advantage. Big throws, knockdown and jumps. Blocks the low heavy and sure you can. Blocks it. Barely blocks the jump in. Both fighters planning something. Their life is hanging by a thread. They gotta lean heavily on their in with the crossover. Oh, the throw connects. Scuff him. Oh my, the throw tech. The drive impact doesn't work. Connects with the throw. Amazing. Fires off a Hadouken. Tensions are running high. Both of them can finish this now. Doesn't touch the throw. That was catch 10 as you're gonna get in a fight. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Shows the medium kick. Decides to meet them in the air. Long low attack hits. Throws them. What's next?
Ah, putain.
Progression from both sides. Blocks the jump in. Goes for the fireball. Player one can't let their drive gauge run out. They need to find a way to reset the situation. Grabs them, takes a trip. Solid throw tech. Player two creates a good corner opportunity. Heading into the end game now. KO. Player two on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Had the radar up and running. Nails the anti-air. Still very early in the round. Gotta be careful not to whip at this range. Rushes that off and keeps going. Player two chases them down. A quick breather. Demon Raid goes for the jump in. Ooh, there's a side switch. This could be big. Knockdown and... Are you serious? He had a read on that jump in the whole time? This is a turning point. Ends the round with a sick combo. Amazing. That was a clinic on how a solid neutral game wins matches. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Shows the overhead. Okay, we're in the early stages of the round. Goes air to deny them a chance. What are they thinking here? Ooh, will they hit, whiff, or even tricky territory here. Was looking for that jump attack. Shoots off a fireball up close. Does a good job of pushing back. The jump in is denied. Blocks the ambiguous cross-up. Parries the jump in to shut it down. Can't tech the throw. Nails the anti-air. Holds out with the block. Heading into the end game now. It's getting tense. Gets him. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Demon Guillotine crushes him. Connects with medium kick. Throw miss. Player 1 has the life lead. Can they use it? Both fighters planning something? You've got to be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range. Breaks the block with a throw. A trade, but they're not worried. Jumps up. Goes for the jump-in. Demon Raid, blade kick, burnout. Expect the tempo of the match to change. Player 2 has the champ knockdown. Here comes the mix-up. Now look at the tenderize on Oguro. Both sides getting flatlined though. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. Demon Raid now? Who's going to steal this win? Barely blocks the jump-in. Pops him with a shoryu. That feeling out phase is over. Time to get down to business. Full SA meters on deck for both sides. This could be over soon. Connects with medium kick. Knocked him out of the air. Time to reassess the situation. Back into the corner. What time do they have? Player 2 with low heavy. Hits him with a stop and pop.
Stop by.
Uh-oh. This could really tip the scales. Player 1 still has a chance, but it's going to be an uphill battle. Demon Raid now. Solid anti-air. Oh, they switch sides. Finds the target. Burn out, but they may have a plan here. Checking with the fireball. Out reads the jump in perfectly. What are they gonna do? Looking to tenderize those organs flatline.
Merde, j'ai raté.
Player 2 delivers the upset. That's one for the replay.
Putain, fais chier ça.
We're in for something special right here, right now.
Nowhere to run.
Round 1. Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Saw that low heavy coming. Difficult situation for a throw. The low kick connects. Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. All right. What's their game plan here at this critical stage? The counter is blocked.
Putain, fais chier ça.
All right, what's coming up next? Heading into the end game now. It snaps back and hits hard with a 10-cent. Player 1 can't use any more drive without burning out. Burnout activates. Sneaks in the throw. Player 2 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Rushes that off and keeps going. Jumps in. Scrapping it out up close. Player 1 experiencing burnout.
Merde.
Player 1 in dire straits with burnout. They return to center stage. Knockdown and full SA
Merde.
for both sides. This could be over soon. Blocks the low kick. The low. Not much life left, but their drive usage may save them. The low heavy connected. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. Opts to create space to start. The last round. It's now or never. Won't play their game. Says no with the overdrive 10 settings. They're back into the corner now. Ooh, does them dirty. Drives it back, misses. Player 1.
Putain, chaque fois je me fais avoir.
That off. Oh, here we go. Cross him from above. Player 1, the low kick hit. Risky play, but it pays off. Oh, they changed sides. Close when trying to act again.
Putain, enfoiré. Oh putain.
Really had to fight for that one. No shortage of drama.
Putain.
They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Low heavy, but no go. What's their game plan?
Merde.
This critical stage. Player 1 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. The drive gauge is completely empty, meaning their ability to block is also weaker. Goes to the overdrive. Taking stock. Big low reaching heavy. Can't tech the
Merde, j'ai raté, putain.
is gonna have to smart play to stop the opponent there. Player 2 will have to fight back here without any drive. Going in, up tap to close it. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Both goes to the air. The next round is beginning. What's gonna happen now? The jump in is denied. Jump? How will they manage this? Experiencing burnout. A quick breather. Oh, burnout triggered. KO. That's what happens when you capitalize on all of your chances.
Quand même.
Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Anticipated that counter and blocks. Blocks the jump in. Uncomfortable space here. Can they clip each other on the edge? Adds on a bit extra to that to make sure the opponent walks away with a full plate.
Merde.
Takes a trip. Player 1 is going to have a hard time managing their drive now. No more drive gauge. All right, what's coming up next? Player 1 needs to deal with this burnout. Shoots off a fireball up close. This is the range where things get messy. Can they utilize their reach or bait each other out? Player 1 in trouble with no drive. This is a critical point of the round. Just goes for it at this range. Low heavy connected? Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? From low heavy to who's going to start things off? Attempts to break the stalemate with a fireball. Still scrapping for control of the space. Player 2 is working with a better gauge. What can they do? It's a good spot to use the super. Is this gonna kill? The super art doesn't kill. They gotta focus to KO. That was a clinic on how a solid neutral game wins matches.
Here comes a new challenger.
Our fighters are pumping themselves up and are raring to go. Who's going to come out on top in this fight? Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Blocks the jump in. They gotta escape from the corner before the pressure builds up. Still slugging it out here. No heavy.
Merde.
Uses the drive rush here to steal their turn. Player 2 is maintaining the corner position. KO. Player 2 on the board first with a win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Nails the anti-air. At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. The neutral game is very important. Both fighters have plenty of drive to work with, but how they make their approach will be key. No knockdown as the low heavy is blocked. Side switch in the corner. Looks like they want to put a new spin on things with their fireball.
Merde, enfoiré.
Needs to
Putain.
use the threat of the corner here.
Merde.
Clutch anti-air. Dive lead is there. Low heavy. Gets to counter it. Oh my god, they just choked it up! What now? The throw is denied! Critical arc below! With medium poke!
Putain, enfoiré!
Gotta hand it to both of our fighters. They put
Putain.
on a real clinic for us.
Aïe, aïe.
They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. A parry? Parry! Player 2 has the life advantage. Starts off zoning with fireballs. Denies the attack and... Alright. Stops the attack by using a drive parry. Sticks the combo. Nails the anti-air. Player 1 chases them down. Goes for the drive rush there. The jump in is denied.
Merde, enfoiré!
Advantage for a counter hit. Gets some. Player 2 on the board first with a win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. They both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter.
Merde.
What's their game plan here at this critical stage? Who will gain control of the match in the early going? Shoryuken? Going in? Zones with the fireball. Player 2 can't use any drive moves without burning out. Barely blocks the jump in. This is the ideal range to utilize hard.
Putain.
Goes for the fireball, which is very strong at this range. Who will set the bait at this range? Reads the jump in
Merde.
perfectly. Impact squat.
Ah, putain!
Okay, here we go. Okay, denies the jump in attempt.
Ah.
Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
Putain.
They're all fired up. We're almost underway.
Gotta do this. Come on.
The fight's now underway. This is Vicious with the play-by-play. Overdrive. The low kick is blocked. Lots of aggression from both sides. Turns it up a notch and sends them to the corner. Got their eye on the air.
Merde!
What a clutch side switch there. Now they need to capitalize on this chance. Player 1 is almost dead, but some clutch drive moves and a few prayers to turn KO. Player 2 on the board first with a win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Long low attack hit. Who's going to start things off? Shows a medium kick. This fight is just underway. What kind of game plan do they have? Doesn't miss a beat. Going in. Hits up the counter. This is going to be huge. Manages to block the jump-in attack. Both springs forward with the drive rush. Uses their drive game. Still slugging it out at this range. Player 1 will look this and lead to some big damage.
Putain, je l'ai raté là, putain.
Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Saw that low heavy coming. The low is denied. All right. Throws him down.
Merde, putain.
This is the range where things get messy. Can they utilize their reach or bait each other out? Throws them to negate the blow. With the life gap opening up, they need to lean KO. Player 2 sets the tone with that win. Let's see if they can keep it up. That's some big juicy damage on that counter hit. Pokes with a medium kick. Shows a medium kick. Decides to meet them in the air. Sneaks in above. Looking for a chance. The low heavy's blocked.
Merde!
Shoryuken Looks like they want to put a new spin on things with that fireball. There's a wall spot. They can't do anything now. Player one, nice counter. What'll happen? Drops them from the air. What? Anti-air. Big flatlines them. Player two brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
Now, find a new rival.
It's time to see what both fighters have in store for us today.
Gotta do this. Come on.
Round one. Fight.
All right, first round. What's going to happen? No heavy. Tries to bait him with the projectile. The throw hits. Now the fun begins. Maintains composure and pushes out of the corner.
Merde, j'ai raté.
Damage on that counter hit. Adds on a bit extra to that to make sure the opponent walks away with a full plate. Taking stock. Life lead opens up. Gets him. Player two takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Connects with medium strength. Drive time. Holds out with the block. Smart play, experiencing burnout. Both fighters planning something? Player one has an empty drive gauge. This is a very precarious situation. The fighters return to the middle of the stick. Throws them. Gotta be careful not to whip at this range. Max SA gauges. Unbelievably in sync with the champ baits out the
Merde, enfoiré.
What'll happen here? Ooh, what a smart throw. Going in. Big low attack to pick up the win this round. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. Decides not to rush in without a plan. Drops them from the air. Ooh, does them dirty. A jump. Oh my, the throw tag. Danger impact. Squat.
Merde.
Oh, the throw connects. Okay, here we crush them from above. Player one is in burnout state. Sets up with the jump in. Excellent block. Ooh, you never know what can happen here. Player one can't let this simmer. They got us connects with the throw. What's next? Oh, the low. Reads the jump in perfectly. The low kick hits. Next throw heavy out of nowhere. Player one made some smart moves there. Great game. It's not over yet. Let's believe it's time for that run back. Nice knockdown. Here comes the mix-up. Jumps. Taking stock. Uses the target combo to take a chunk of damage off the opponent. Player one in that dangerous burnout state. One fighter's drive gauge is just about empty. Can they recover or are they in trouble here? At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. The neutral game is very important. Throws them to negate the block. All right, what's coming up next? The drive impact doesn't get them the punish down, but it's still good. Taking stock. Drive gauge finally hits them with a stop and block. Hit them with a 1-2-3. Player one chases them down. In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. Time to reassess the situation. Knockdown and KO. Player two picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Nails the anti-air. Dashes. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they are. Going in. Full SA meters on deck for both sides. This could be over soon. Big throws. Cycles with her fights them all. Uses the gauge for a super arc. Counting on the super to do the job. Knockdown, no, put that away. They must have a game plan here with a drive rush to keep it going. Super KO! Player two took no time to finish that fight. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Checks with a projectile. Maintains composure and pushes out of the corner. What's the play here? Player one blazing through that drive gauge to try and set the pace. One fighter's drive gauge is just about empty. Can they recover or are they in trouble here? Risky up-close scrap still going. Heading into the end game now. It's getting tense. KO. Player one picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Immediate jump. Grabs him. Loaded cycle. Player one did a great job of reading their opponent up close in that last round. Can they keep the momentum? Big opportunity now in this corner. Both fighters planning something? Risky up-close scrap still going. Smart play with the throw. Drive rush to keep it going. We're at a standstill, but we may see an eruption soon. Connects with the throw. A quick breather. Zones with the fireball. Hits him with a stopping bomb. Covers him with a cycle blitz. Right lead is there, but still anyone's game. Getting it! What a finish! Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point. Barely blocks the jump in. In with the cross. Wow, leads the counterattack. Bring in the heat. Level 3 super. Bending that meter like it's nobody's business. Up to stand up, sets up with the jump in. Escapes the corner. Player 2 has the super gauge advantage. Somehow gotta do better than that. Beautiful. Oh, burnout. Did they mean to do that? Player 2 is in burnout. The low. A jump. Player 2 can't distantly do some big damage. Both stop. What a finish. Player 1 was an absolute beast in that match.
C'est chaud.
HP maxed. Side quests done, and the skill tree's fully unlocked. Let's get it on. All right, first round. What's going to happen? Cross-up blocked. Both fighters are pretty much unscathed. Okay, we're in the early stages of the round. Goes for the low kick. Nothing but air for the impact. Very nice anti-air there. They read their opponent like a book. Player 1 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. All right, what's coming up next? Player 1 is in burnout. Drives off the table. Takes him all the way to the corner with that. Taking stock. This is the range where things get messy. Can they utilize their reach or bait each other out? Player 1 is gonna have to wait for that drive gauge. Can they stick it out? Closing moments of the match. One hit's gonna do it. Player 2 will have to fight back here without KO. Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Jumps? Are we going to see some fireworks here? Attempts to break the stalemate with the fireball. Manages to block the jump-in attack. Knockdown and they return to center stage. Jumps in. Barely blocks the jump-in. Looking for a chance. Medium kick hits. Side switch in the corner. What'll happen here? Burnout. Expect the tempo of the match to change. Player 1 needs finishes with the throw. Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Let's see what these fighters have up their sleeves out of the gate. Nice cross-up.
Yeah.
Counter hit throw there. Still slugging it out here. Solid combo. Takes them all the way to the corner with that. Player one can't let their drive gauge run out. They need to find a way to reset the situation. Takes a trip. We are near the end of the round. Can either fighter pull a rabbit out of their hat here? Fantastic reactions there. Heading into the end game now. It's getting tense. Can't tech the throw. What'll happen? KO. Player two picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Who's going to start things off? Picks the air throw. Gets the knockdown, and now, sure you can. Player one can build off this lead. Going in, checks him with a projectile. Jumps. Smart play with the throw. Looking for a chance. Both fighters planning something. Player one can't use any drive moves without burning out. Full SAU. Oh, burnout triggered. Player two has an empty drive gauge. This is a very precarious situation.
Locked on.
Big super hard hit. It's on. Life lead is there, but still anyone's in with the crossover. Throws them. Okay, here we go. Will go. Critical art out. This is gonna kill. No doubt about it. Sit down and shut up. Closes it out. Yeah.
Fight round.
Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this one. There's a drive attack. Uses the target combo as a filler. Here comes the corner pressure. Jump. What's next? The throw connects. A jumping clutch anti-air. Off for the arrow. Player one can't let this simmer. They gotta start cooking. Throws them. Player one needs to use their drive move to quick air to air. They both do something to throw. Snipe. It is over. Player two is gonna be watching replays for this one for a while. They really took it down to the wire.
Comes a new challenger.
Our fighters are ready to lay it all on the line.
Gotta
Round one. Fight.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. The cross-up's good.
C'est le même adversaire que tout à l'heure ou quoi là?
Player one with a sliver of drive gauge left. They may be in.
Merde.
Taking stock. Player two creates a good corner opportunity. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. From up above. Anticipated that counter and blocks. Knockdown. The jump in is denied. Getting his gets. Player two picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. They both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter.
Merde.
Player two did a great job of reading their opponent up close that last round.
Putain.
Can they keep the momentum? Taking stock. manages to block the jump-in attack. Quick breather. Player 1 needs to use the burnout activates. Scrapping it out up close. Tries to act quickly, but with the attack. Are we gonna see a comeback here? Doesn't set the throw. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? Gets them with the anti-air. Close range projectile. Fireball into the corner.
Yeah.
They're trying to force the opponent into making a mistake. Anti-air in the clutch. Ooh, you connects with the throw. Fights back with authority. Okay, here we go. They're in range. We gonna see a jump in? A dash? What now? Medium kick, impact, squat. Wow,
Merde.
the counter attack.
Je croyais qu'elle est contre le mur.
Both sides getting ready. Adds a bit of OD spice. Flatlines them. Gotta hand it to both of our fighters. They put on a real clinic for us. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Knockdown. Here comes the victor. A parry? They were right.
Merde, je voulais pas faire ça, putain.
What's next? We're not gonna allow any jump-ins. Decides to spend the meter to open up some more chances. Player 2 is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. Next hit will end the round. Sees it coming to KO. Player 2 on the board first with a win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Sticks the jump in. Dealing a nice chunk of damage. What a payoff. Gotta be careful not to whip at this range. Both fighters planning something. Player 1 can't use any drive moves without burning out. Looks like they want to put a new spin on things with that fireball. Player 1 has got to work some magic with his limited drive. The throw crowns him from above. Jumps. Connects with the throw. Oh, here we go.
Merde.
Low heavy. Any mistake here is going to be fatal. What's it going to be? Player 1 can draw super hard income. Giving him the one and buzzes with a parry. He comes off the tank and scores.
Putain. La chance qu'il a eu, quoi.
Gotta hand it to both of our fighters. They put on a real clinic for us.
Putain, la chance qu'il a eu, quoi.
It's time to see what both fighters have in store for us today.
Gotta do this. Round 1. Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Throws him down. Gets the counter. Starts off zoning with fireball. A dangerous range here. You don't want to get jumped on a long recovery move or you're gonna eat tons of damage.
Merde, il a bugué, putain.
Is just about out of drive after that. Turns it up a notch and sends them to the corner. Grabs them. Knockdown. The jump in is denied. Very solid corner switch.
Putain, comment il a fait ça, lui?
Coming up next. Burns the drive gauge. Taking stock. Player 2 has completely used all of their drive gauge, but they still have enough life left to take the round if they play smart. Gets backed into the corner with pressure built, opts for the throw to close it out. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Jumps, decides to meet them in the air. Jumps in. Holds out with a block. Hits him with a stop and
Merde.
Max SA gauges. Burnout. Expect the tempo of the max to change. Uses the gauge for the super. They're not playing around here. Player 1 has the deck stacked against them. Can they squeeze out a win here? Knock them out of the air. Connects with the throw. Going in? KO. Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
Oh.
Here comes a new challenger.
They're all fired up. We're almost underway.
Gotta do this. Round 1. Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? That was a solid anti-air. Misfire with the drive impact. It's the start of the round. How will they start their approach? Trips him up. Sticks the jump in. Player 1 has used up all of their drive range. Takes a trip. This is the range where things get messy. Can they utilize their reach or bait each other out? Snipes them out the air. Player 1 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Throws them. What's next? Connects with medium kick. Caught in the crosser. Uses their drive to maximize their damage. Digs in deep to get that drive in. Going in. Gets a super art. Goes for the super art early to try and establish a big life lead from the get-go. Both fighters planning something. Drops him hard. Anti-air in the clutch.
Merde.
Ooh, and closes it out. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? Hoses him.
Putain.
Last round. It's now or never. Perfect execution with the anti-air.
Merde.
Perfect input. In with the crosser. Drives it back, misses. The jump. Oh my, the throw tag. Finds the target. Great job in escaping that corner pressure and moving back to center stage. Somehow, oh my god, what a throw tag. Turns out. Okay, here we go. Changes the pace with the fireman. Reads the jump in perfectly. Connects with the throw. Will this super art do anything? What were they thinking? They were sitting on their meter for this super art. Is it over? Will they survive? Wasn't a sure bet, but the meter management was so on point. Player 1 comes out on top of that fierce battle. Talk about a show. That match had it all.
Round 1.
It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Ooh, what a smart throw. Grabs and throws them away. Breaks those shins. Sure you can? Turns it up a notch and sends them to the corner.
Merde.
Neither of them willing to back off here. All right. The fighters are matching each other move for move going into the midway point of the match. Burnout is triggered. Decides to meet them in the air. Fantastic reactions there. Oh, burnout triggered! Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Genius read! Superb reactions on display. Perfect read to get the finish with the low attack. Player 1 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Goes for a projectile to try and change the pace. Holds out with the block. Early round decisions are so important to set the tone. Player 1 hits him with a stop and block. Player 1 in dire straits with burnout. Both fighters planning something? Grabs and throws them away. Ooh, there's a side switch. This could be big. Player 2 will, oh no, they're stunned. Ooh, you never know what can happen here. Delivers the pain right to their doorstep. Sets up with the jump in. Okay, here we go. Player 2 drops them hard. Closing moments of the match. One hit's gonna do it. And whip! They're wide open. They back down to regroup. This may be the final push. Both of them back off. They may be preparing for the final exchange. A projectile to say, get off of me. What are they gonna do? Jump! Both of our fighters are downing out for the double KO. Player 1 made some smart moves there. Great game.
Oh,